In a shocking turn of events, the world's leading nuclear powers find themselves without any binding limits on their arsenals for the first time in over 50 years. The United States and Russia, holding nearly 90% of the globe's nuclear weapons, have dismantled the agreements that once kept their destructive capabilities in check. As tensions rise and a new arms race looms, the specter of nuclear conflict casts a dark shadow over global security. Here's a dramatic summary for a TV news broadcast. Shockwaves are rippling through Westminster as Keir Starmer's chief of staff has dramatically resigned following revelations of a highly controversial recommendation for an ambassador with deep ties to the disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein. The fallout from this stunning departure threatens to shake the foundations of the Labour Party's leadership. This unprecedented move raises serious questions about judgment and vetting at the highest levels of British politics. NCAA regulators have slipped into chaos, failing to enforce rules that could jeopardize college football integrity. Former NFL agent John Smith blasted the governing body as clearly neglecting its duty, calling out lax oversight over name, image, and likeness deals. As the scandal hits the airwaves, fans and colleges alike wonder whether the NCAA will ever prove itself a reliable guardian of collegiate sport. In a bold assertion, retired General Philip Breedlove claims that military action against Iran may be the best option for President Trump, who stands at a historic crossroads in foreign policy. As tensions escalate, the general emphasizes the urgency of decisive action, warning that Iran's defiance could lead to dire consequences. With the backdrop of ongoing protests and nuclear threats, the stakes have never been higher for U.S.-Iran relations. In a flurry of lawsuits and scandal, former reality star Spencer Pratt boldly declares that his mayoral campaign hinges on a hardline partnership with the federal government to crack down on ICE enforcement. By pledging to hand the city over to a federal sting operation, Pratt aims to fuse the national immigration debate into a political firestorm that could topple the status quo. This daring move threatens to ignite cheers for tough immigration tactics and protests from civil rights advocates alike, leaving Los Angeles hanging in the balance as Pratt attempts to weave federal power into the very soul of the city's leadership. Olympic legend Lindsey Vonn hits the earth in a brutal crash, shattering hope for a podium finish. Tears and trembling fans wait as the world watches the white-knitted skier's leg being ripped open in a split-second disaster. Now the final showdown, an urgent, life-saving surgery that could decide whether the fearless athlete emerges from the wreckage or walks away forever. In a bold declaration, Iran's Foreign Minister Syed Abbas Araghchi has emphatically stated that the nation's strength is rooted in its unwavering stance against the demands of global superpowers. He declared, Iran will never surrender its right to enrich uranium, even in the face of potential conflict, showcasing a defiance that resonates deeply within the geopolitical landscape. As tensions rise, Araghchi's message is clear: Iran's resolve to say no to the great powers is a testament to its sovereignty and determination. Pennsylvania Governor Josh Fetterman predicts a federal shutdown, as a bitter partisan funding battle threatens the Department of Homeland Security. In a shocking pivot, he distances himself from Democrats, championing a hardline stance on voter ID that menaces the state's electoral safeguards. As the political tide swirls, the nation watches to see if this gamble will collapse the Bureau or harden a new era of regional power plays. In a shocking turn of events, a star American Olympian has announced a social media hiatus after bracing for a wave of hate fueled by former President Donald Trump's scathing remarks. This high-profile athlete, normally a beacon of athletic excellence and positivity, now finds herself at the center of a digital battlefield, wary that every tweet could become a target of vitriol. As the nation watches, the decision underscores the growing toll that political venom can take on even the most celebrated figures, leaving fans worldwide bracing for an uncertain future amid the noise and fury of the internet. Kid Rock's flagship Rock the Country festival, slated to light up South Carolina's summer, has been abruptly scrubbed from the calendar, sending shockwaves through the live event world. The cancellation follows a sudden withdrawal by chart-topping rockers Shinedown, who cited growing unity concerns as the reason for stepping away. With both acts gone, promoters scramble to salvage the franchise, while fans brace for a quieter, more divided season ahead. In a shocking turn of events, Houston Rockets center Alperen Sengun has found himself in hot water after unleashing an explicit tirade against a female referee during a recent game. Following the Rockets' hard-fought victory over the Thunder, Sengun expressed deep remorse for his sexist remarks, which quickly went viral on social media. This incident has ignited a fierce conversation about respect and accountability in sports, as Sengun publicly apologized for his behavior, emphasizing the need for change. In a shocking turn of events, Duke coach Jon Scheyer revealed that several staff members were punched in the face during a chaotic court storming by North Carolina fans following their stunning victory over the Blue Devils. The incident unfolded as fans rushed the court to celebrate a last-minute game-winning shot by Seth Trimble, igniting a frenzy that led to violence against Duke personnel. Scheyer condemned the actions, emphasizing that this fierce rivalry should not descend into